Hey guys, Jem here with another book review. Finally, it's been so many weeks, but I've been really busy with a lot of stuff with Christmas coming up and everything. And well, we had a snow day and we had to take off of school and I had to get caught up with stuff, like projects, for instance. And well, now I finally finished reading Boy Meets Boy by David Levithan. This is a really short book. I mean, you see this? I could have read this in a day, but it took me a week and a half to read it because of everything that's been going on. But I finally read it and it is great. I love it. 8.5 out of 10, obviously. And well, because most of the books I say are 8.5 or 8 out of 10. But I loved it. I'm not gonna do spoilers. I'm not gonna do spoilers for this one because it's such a short book and it's really good. It's also LGBTQ book, so if you don't like that genre, then you don't have to read this. All right. So I'm not gonna spoil the book this time, and well, let's just go on to the synopsis. Because the synopsis here is covered by a barcode. I can't read it, so I am going to read it from my phone. This is the story of Paul, a sophomore at a high school like no other. The cheerleaders ride Harleys. The homecoming queen used to be a guy named Daryl. She now prefers Infinite Darlene and is also the star quarterback. And the Gay Straight Alliance was formed to help the straight kids learn how to dance. When Paul meets Noah, he thinks he's found the one his heart is made for, until he blows it. The school bookie says the odds are 12-1 against him getting Noah back, but Paul's not giving up without playing his love really loud. His best friend Joni might be drifting away. His other best friend Tony might be dealing with ultra religious parents, and his ex-boyfriend Kyle might not be going away anytime soon. But sometimes everything needs to fall apart before it can really fit together right. This is a happy, meaningful romance comedy about finding love, losing love, and doing what it takes to get love back in a crazy, wonderful world. So, in this book, Paul, our main character, he's gay, of course. Him and his best friend Joni, who's a girl, they've been best friends for years. And then Tony, his other friend, it's the small group of them. They're all friends, in the beginning of the book. And then Paul meets Noah. And then things start to, go on from there. Paul and Noah are the main love interests in this book. And Tony, he's gay, but he has ultra-religious parents. Oh my god, they just go to the extreme about him being gay. And then there's Joni, who drifts away from them, and it makes me want to strangle her a lot of times throughout the book because of her drifting away from them. And then there's Kyle, the ex-boyfriend, who just was confused about himself. He's still trying to find... He was trying to find himself. He was confused about himself while he was together with Paul. And then, Noah is the one for Paul. But he's a sophomore right now, so he shouldn't really be calling him the one. But, when you're, around this age, you think, oh my god, I'm gonna be with this person forever because I love him so much. Because my sister has been with her boyfriend for 2 years now. And then there's, my other friend who was together with her boyfriend for 3 years, but then they broke up. But, yeah, that's a whole nother thing. In this book, the ups and downs of love are stated. Things happen, and a lot of funny things happen in the book, too. Some flashbacks of Paul's past. What happened, he found out he was gay when he was 5 years old from his kindergarten teacher. I mean, what kind of kindergarten teacher calls their student gay? I don't know, because it's never happened to I've never heard it happen before, but that's that. You found out he was gay when he was 5, apparently. And then they're like, things in this book will make you frustrated, angry, scream, cry, but then make you all giddy and happy, and then smile goofily and out in public when you're reading the book, like how I did, and people just stared at me like, whoa, wait, what is she doing? Like, who is she? Who's that weirdo? That kind of thing. And that's what happened to me. That's why I try not to read this book in school, because I don't feel like people staring at me like I'm some kind of crazy weirdo. But this book was really good. Paul is going through a lot because of Noah and then his friends drifting away. It's just a lot of stuff that happens. You just really have to read the book. I know this is a terrible book review right now, but I honestly don't want to spoil this, and it's such a short book. So, like, if I say anything, it's gonna be like a whole chunk of the book that I just, like, took out and spoiled for you guys. So I really don't want to say anything about the book, but you really have to read it, because I heard from so many people, my friends and everything, that this book was really good, and that's how I picked it up. So, and it's really thin, too, so it makes it, like, an easy read. You can read this in, like, an hour, maybe 2, if you, like, really get into the book. And that's all I really honestly have to say about this book, because I really don't want to spoil it so badly. And, well, that's all I have to say. Oh, wait, I can actually read some of the synopsis. Hold on, I want to read that last part here in yellow. Love meets love, confusion meets clarity, boy meets boy. Confusion meets clarity. That is that whole book right here. Like, the big chunk of this book, confusion meets clarity. Like, with the whole Kyle thing, the whole Tony with his parents, Paul with his feelings, because he got into a love triangle with Kyle and Noah. I'm not going to say any more on that. And then Joni, who's drifting away from them, unfortunately. Because of a guy. I mean, no. To everyone out there, you should not have your girlfriend or boyfriend as your first priority and just, like, drift away from your friends. This is what I'm saying right here. Because this is what happens with Joni. She meets a guy, she falls in love, dates him, and she just drifts away from her friends and just completely ignores them, breaks up with them and everything. This is not how relationships should be. That is an unhealthy relationship right there, folks. So do not do that. If you are in a relationship, you should balance out your friends and your boyfriend/girlfriend. That's all I'm saying, because that was the main reason why I was so frustrated with Joni and I wanted to strangle her so badly. I know this is bad, but I really wanted to strangle her. But that's all I have to say on that topic. But this is a really good book. 8.5 out of 10. And Boy Meets Boy by David Levithan. That's all I have to say. Alright. Okay, so the next book I'm going to definitely be reading. Because sometimes I tell you guys I'm going to read a book, but then I end up not reading it and doing a book review for it. Like The Kill Order. I started on the book, but then I started falling out of it, and then it was last year or something, like months ago. I started falling out of it, and, well, I'm going to pick it up again. And then The Girl of Fire and Thorns, it was a really slow beginning, and then I just gave up on it. I'll pick it back up. Okay, I'll pick it back up sometime later on in the year, maybe. Alright, so the next book I will be reading, like, most definitely, because I need to get caught up with the series. City of Lost Souls, the 5th book in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I have been so obsessed with the Shadowhunters lately, and the Shadow World, and it's all I've been thinking about. Like, literally, when I go to sleep, I am a Shadowhunter, and I'm, like, right there with Jace, Claire, and all of them, and oh my god. If you guys have seen my other book reviews, you most likely could tell that I'm obsessed, or maybe not, if you're, like, dense like how I am. But this is the one I'm going to be reading next. Most definitely. And, like, in March, the box set for books 1 through 5 in paperback for the Mortal Instruments is going to be coming out, so I'm going to buy that box set, and I'm going to have all the books. because I entered a giveaway to win the Infernal Devices box set, and I hope I win that. Pray for me, people. Pray for me. Because I really want to read that so badly, like all 3 books of that. And then I'm also getting the Shadowhunters Codex in a couple of days because my teacher bought it for me. Because we have this, like, thing, like tickets. If you get, like, 5 tickets, she calls them BHAGs. It stands for something. And if you get 5 of them, you can, like, turn it into her and she'll buy you a book. So I am having her buy me the Shadowhunters Codex. And my sister is also going to be buying me the Infernal Devices manga Volume 1 because I made her a scarf for Christmas. So she's going to be buying me the book. And I'm obsessed with the series. Like, honestly, this is all I've been thinking about. This is the only thing I've been thinking about. I've been reading fan fictions about this. I can't even focus on any other book at all, to be totally honest with you, because I'm so freaking obsessed. I cannot wait for Cassandra Clare's other books to be coming out for the Mortal, because she's gonna have the Dark Artifices, and then the Bane Chronicles will be coming out in paperback, which I will get, and then because it's gonna be one big bind up, because it's only like 10 short stories. Anyway, this is supposed to be a book review for Boy Meets Boy, but I have to get into the Shadowhunter thing. But this is going to be the next book I will be reading. I will be finally caught up, sort of, in the Mortal Instruments, but then I need to read the Infernal Devices to be, like, completely caught up with everybody else. And then, like, the 6th book is coming out in May, City of Heavenly Fire. So, that's all I have to say. Boy Meets Boy, again, 8.5 out of 10. If you guys like LGBTQ books, this is a really cute, quick, funny book to get through, and I honestly really recommend this. And that's all I honestly have to say. Sorry I went off topic with the whole, like, Cassandra Clare thing. It's just, everything I've been doing has been revolving around the Shadowhunter world right now. So, like, I mean, like, everything, like, all my thoughts, everything that I've been doing. So, I'm sorry about that, but, stay tuned for my next book review, and bye! Favorite, like, and comment this video, and subscribe up top. Later!